Okay, so go ahead and get your bell work done. What would happen if bees were extinct? And it does say explain. You all don't have to go into depth with explaining, but just give me a quick little summary of what do you think would happen if bees would go extinct.
I'm just coming in here to do my backpack.
Okay. Bye, Dylan.
Bye.
Oh,
These are
fun.
nice. Yeah, some of the people are amazing.
I love it. This is sweet.
These are nice.
Is that right here?
No.
How do you spell Pollinated? Pollinate.
Lehigh is here.
Huh? Lehigh is here. Literally just over on the
She's got it in my class. Who else did it from?
I got to the LL.
You actually do.
So, I'm going to give you all another 60 seconds to finish up your answers. When you are done, please stand up behind your chairs. Leah, where's she going? Where's she? There's an extra copies folder. Now, real quick, this is just a reminder. If you did not turn in your linking literacy, genes, and genetic mutations math last week that we did in class, this one. If you did not turn that in, Tatum, I have one for you. If you did not turn this in, please make sure you do so. If not, it is an infinite campus right now as a missing. Okay? I do not have room to put your all's names on the ICU list board because my ICU list section board is completely full. Yes, you are one, so good.
I just got off Leah.
Yes. Tuesday. Which you take one of those too, you're gonna need it.
Okay, so turn my
Okay. So, everybody almost done with their work? Just a quick little summary sentence. What do you think would happen? If you don't know if you are missing your genes and proteins looking literacy map, come see me after class and I will let you know if you are missing it. I have plenty of extra copies. Yes, I'll. I can't answer that right now. What do you think they go in the college?
I don't know if I ran this
What do you think? This is what do you think would happen? So, good?
Can you quit tapping your fingers, please? Yeah. Right now my music's gone.
Okay. You know, done? Okay, wonderful. I am not going to put restrictions on who you can do stand-up, hand-up care with. But, what is the first thing you should do? Shake their hands and say your name and greet them. Then what? Then ask the question. Then what? The other person will answer, and then what?
Praise.
Praise. Then what?
Bye.
Say goodbye. No, you have to.
Oh, you praising?
You ask them, and then what?
Praise.
They answer, and then you.
Praise.
Then you do what?
Shake and say bye.
You shake your hands and you say goodbye. I am going to give you 60 seconds to find one part. Is 60 seconds a lot of time?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
but not really if you're going through all the steps properly. Remember, the reason we're gonna do this is because the Amazing Shape is in right about a little over 2 weeks. When you all come back from Thanksgiving break next week, you all will have 2 weeks till the Amazing Shape.
Oh, okay then.
December 8th. Okay, questions? Questions, comments, concerns? You've got 60 seconds, go.
You did amazing. I feel like you screwed me out of oxygen. I feel like we're dying. I suck at handshake. Oh my god, what the?
Do not trust me. That's the one thing I can't do. The one thing.
What was that?
Oh, I can do worse. I can break your entire body.
You all got about 5 seconds.
I don't think you can win with me. Once I'm expecting, it's just. Your phone okay?
Okay, what are some of the things you all said? Autumn.
I put that if these went extinct, then most of the flowers wouldn't get pollinated, so the flowers would die since like these are the main pollinators.
Who else? Michaela.
I also said a lot of flowers would die, but then also, like, if these were extinct, there wouldn't be, like, there wouldn't be enough, like, well, what did I mean? Okay. Wait, let me start over. Like, the seeds of the flowers wouldn't get, and like the pollen and stuff wouldn't get distributed properly because, like, one of their main, like, things that distributes it is
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that there would be a lot less reproduction of flowers in general and plants, but it would not be completely done for. There are other pollinators. But it would have a giant effect on the ecosystem.
Ooh, the ecosystem. 7.
There would be like less clothing.
There'd be less clothing.
Cotton and stuff.
I see where you're going.
Also, there's no honey.
Oh, no honey. Do we use honey for a lot of stuff?
Yes.
I'm not gonna name names, but somebody this morning was very, very concerned because if bees went extinct, we wouldn't have honey buns. Very concerned. What are, okay, so thinking it in like a bigger picture, what are some other things that we rely on bees for? Not necessarily honey.
I don't know. Oh, honeycomb.
Honeycomb, Brianna. Oxygen.
Oh.
Well, we don't rely on bees for oxygen, but like an indirect kind of relation, right? What's gonna happen if we've got plants that are dying and going extinct?
We won't have like trees.
We're not gonna have as much oxygen, right? Leah?
Entertainment. Bees are entertaining, and they're actually there's a lot of information on them. They teach you a lot about ecosystems and how plant reproduction works. They're entertaining too. Just sit there and watch them.
That's true. Ryan?
We would have a lot less crops.
We would have a lot of crops.
One thing I would mention if they went extinct is getting stuff. Getting stuff.
That is true.
I don't mess with you.
So, I do need you all to go ahead and get out your notebooks. We've got a few slides, and then we have an activity that we are going to hit on that actually ties right back to Kentucky.
Aren't those tigers almost extinct?
What?
The basal tiger is almost extinct.
I think they're endangered, not necessarily extinct.
Well, I said almost.
So, this is a quick 3-minute video that has Bengal tigers kind of interacting out in the wild. Okay? shouldn't be talking, just watch and listen, watch the tiger tones.
Ditto have only 2 types of color receptors in their eyes compared to our 3, which means that they are effectively blind to red and orange. So to the deer, the tiger
Well, certain areas are not gonna cooperate.
that isn't orange at all. This is how we see the world. And this is how the deer do. The tiger's orange coat to them is a muted shade of green. So it's nearly impossible for the deer to register. She creeps closer. The cow don't see her. The odds appear stacked in the tiger's favor. But the deer aren't entirely defenseless. They have help from an unusual ally. The Nango monkeys. They're known as the eyes of the forest, and their color vision is excellent. Their eyes, like ours, have 3 types of color receptors, and they can see orange. The Nango sounded the alarm before she could get close enough. If the Nangos could easily spot her, why then is the tiger orange at all? Why isn't she green? That's because mammals are unable to develop green pigments. So it seems the next best solution for the tiger is to have orange fur which appears green to her main prey.
So, how does that relate to anything going on in Kentucky right now?
I don't know.
Deer hunting season, can't see.
Deer hunting season just started.
Yes, but we can see it because it's brightening up colors.
We can see it, but what else do we happen to wear during hunting season, Leah?
Orange.
We wear bright orange. Why do we wear bright orange?
Because it's pretty much hard to distinguish.
Because the deer can't see what? They can't see orange, but who can see orange?
People.
So what does the orange keep from happening to you?
You
You
get
got
shot.
shot, or you getting stuck in the forest with, you're crippled and dying there.
Yeah?
Sam.
Yes, so, hunting season just officially began in Kentucky and deer survival behaviors matter. So what do you think we're probably gonna learn about today?
Deers.
Not necessarily deer,
Hunting.
not hunting,
Animals.
survival skills, survival behaviors, animal behaviors, yes. So, some of the things deer use, they are mostly colorblind, as you all saw, they can't see red or orange. They use snorts to warn others. Have y'all ever, does anybody in here hunt? Have you all ever had a doe come up and snort? What does she mean when she's snorting? Something's dangerous, don't come here, right? If she snorts, are other deer going to come to her, or are they gonna run away? They're gonna run away. Is that a survival instinct? Yes. Because if you run away, what are you running away from? The danger. And then the white tail flash signals danger to the herd. These are survival behaviors that increase a deer's chance of living long enough to reproduce. If it didn't have these behaviors, what would happen to it? It would die. It would turn into deer meat, deer jerky, or just a pretty little household. So, I want you to turn and talk to your table members. Hayden, you can choose to either join this one or that one. Alyssa, I'm gonna pair you with Kara. Okay? Just want you to turn and talk. Which of these behaviors do you all think is most important for survival and eventually reproduction? Why? I'm gonna give you all 60 seconds to talk about, okay? Go. We watched those at the end of the year. Okay, I'm gonna give you about 5 more seconds. What are some of the things, or what behaviors did you all feel were most important for your child?
The thing that you said that was ones that you were.
The grunt and snort?
Yeah, that. Like, because if they do that, then it shows like the other deer to run away. So then, whenever they run away, they won't get eaten and can reproduce with the other deer that also ran away.
What is going to be a better warning sign? What's going to capture more people's attention? Flashing a white tail or snorting? Snorting. Why? Because it's a noise. In order to see the white tail, what do you have to be looking?
You have to be looking
You're looking for the white tail.
A noise is all over. It's something you can process for miles.
Yeah. Anybody else say anything different? No?
I did.
What'd you say, Leah?
I said the white tail because it's like a giant flashing sign, like, a stop sign. You're not gonna keep going because it's a giant sign literally saying stop. It's flashing, it's danger, run. I feel like that's obvious enough to every other deer that, hey, they're terrified. Maybe I should be scared too.
And mostly, if they do flash the tail, like, we're like most likely not gonna see that because we're not paying attention.
Yeah, you're not looking for the white tail, especially in the woods.
Yeah, I know.
But like that could like protect the other.
This reminds me of Bambi.
That could protect the other deer because
That movie
like
made me cry.
they might be looking for the white tail because they might stick out to them since they're like.
Yeah. So, the big idea here is that survival behaviors are going to increase the probability of production or reproduction. Can you reproduce if you do not live? No. If you die as a baby, is any kind of animal going to survive and reproduce? No. So your learning target for the day is that you are going to be able to describe at least 2 survival behaviors and 1 courtship behavior. How many survival behaviors? 2. How many courtship behaviors? 1. And then you are going to be able to explain how each increases reproductive success using evidence. Okay? So, you all know, yes, Lee?
Can we do any animals?
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Okay. The definition of a behavior is something that an animal does to survive or reproduce. That could be things like camouflaging, warning calls, courtship displays, parental care, anything of that sort are things that animals do as behaviors. But everything's fine. Remember, you will also have these slides on Google Classroom if they're not big enough for you and you would like to just have them in front of you. You all can also look at them. So, do almost all animals have a form of camouflage in their environment?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's how they survive. They
Easier-
need it. It's a
it helps them
necessary
survive.
How they adapted.
It's how they adapted. Look at Ron pulling out his vocabulary.
Good job, Ryan.
So, remember we talked about if you have an albino deer and a brown deer in the woods of Kentucky, which one is going to die?
The albino.
The albino, why?
Because they're like flashing signs.
So which one is going to survive and reproduce, the albino or the camouflage deer?
Camouflage.
Camouflage deer.
I mean, unless they take the albino in captivity, which is rare.
Well, just hypothetically speaking, in nature. In nature, when
You
nature
know what I mean.
does its thing. So, warning calls. That could be the deer snort. What else makes a warning call that you all can think of off the top of your head?
The monkey.
A what?
Bear.
A bear?
When the monkey screams.
The monkeys? Do any other?
Oh,
Ooh, snakes. What do snakes do?
wolves. Growls.
They hiss, or they can do what?
Rattle their tail.
Rattle their tails for rattlesnakes.
Sometimes they'll just.
Dogs? What do dogs do?
They bark and growl.
Bark and growl.
Coyotes.
Coyotes, what do they do? Maybe
They growl.
cats do what?
Hiss.
Do cattle or horses do anything?
Yeah,
Yes.
horses
They
stick
stomp.
their feet.
Horses can snort too.
Horses stomp,
They can also snort like
they snort, they paw up the ground, they neigh.
I think you just, I suggest them.
Bunnies kick the ground, they do. Huh? Like Thumper, yeah, like Thumper on Bambi.
That movie made me cry.
What about skunks?
So many times.
Oh, they spray.
Skunk spray, is that gonna push away predators and stuff?
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
Deadly.
Okay, courtship displays. Does anybody know what a courtship display is? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Sam?
It's like when, as far as I know, it's like when a bird sings.
Yeah. A courtship is what an animal does to do what? What's the goal of a courtship?
To
Show
convince
off.
another animal to reproduce.
Show off or to find a mate to reproduce with. And then parental care is obviously a female taking care of parental.
Oh, a kid.
A kid, their offspring, their babies, right? Anybody still writing? Yes, Michaela?
Is there any more bathroom taxes?
Yes, there is. Sign it on your card.
How many more is there left? After she.
You'll have 3 more.
That means we have one for the rest of the, wait, no, there's 2 more days.
Are we good?
Wait, hold on.
Well, physically.
Question? Question?
Oh, wait, we're on the same side. Okay, you keep going.
Emily, are you good? Okay. So, I want y'all to think for a second, you don't write this down. Why would a survival behavior be connected to reproduction? Just think. When you have your answer, stand up behind the chair. Okay, I have an imaginary line going right down this road. You are going to find a partner that is on the opposite side of the room to share with. Okay? Preferably one that you do not typically interact with. Because remember, does that go score? Yes, and you all get a habits of work score on Friday for these first 4.5 weeks.
I know one.
So, find your partners. Why will they survival behavior be connected to reproduction? You have 60 seconds. Go. So, why would you survive? Why would it be? How was your day?
It's going for my thumb off, and don't worry, I've done it myself.
Okay, you have about 5 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't mean to use it.
Okay, I am going to take 3 answers. What are some of the things you said? Devin?
Because if you don't survive, then how are you supposed to have kids if you're dead?
Good point.
I said that if a tiger was like to attack an animal, then if the animal can like get away and like survive, then they can reproduce.
She's not in here. She never came to class. Yes, she never came to class. Bye.
Well, like if a tiger went to like attack like an animal, if the animal can like get away or like get its like women away, that's like if the women's like with it, then like they'll be okay to reproduce with like the other males that weren't with the thing. So yeah.
Kara?
So, like, if there's like snowing outside and there's a snow leopard and this regular leopard, the regular leopard can't camouflage, so it'll die and it can't reproduce. But if there's a snow leopard, then it probably won't reproduce.
Yeah. Has anybody ever watched, like, has anybody had cattle, or has like seen cattle in the field?
Yeah.
Has anybody been around cattle after they've had a baby?
Leah Harmon Reed, come to the office. Leah Harmon Reed.
I thought I did something.
Okay, when a heifer or a cow has a calf, what do? Do they have it with the group or do they go off to themselves to have it? They go off to themselves to have it. After they have it, what typically happens with the cow and the calf? What do?
We get protected,
They do get protected. How?
They became, like, they come into the herd, they're kind of in the middle.
They come into the herd
They're
and the herd
surrounded.
kind of surrounds them. Yeah. Would that be considered a survival behavior?
Yes.
The herd surrounding the babies and keeping the babies all kind of in the center? Why? How does that help survival?
Because you can't attack when they're surrounded in a circle. It's kind of like how the army will surround their prey or other people so they can shoot and you can't get out. It's necessarily just trapping someone. Or you can use it as a way of keeping them out.
That is true. So, these are just some examples of survival behaviors that increase reproductive success. You have camouflage, warning calls, and herd size group behaviors, all of which we just talked about, right? Okay, camouflage is going to help you avoid predators. And if you avoid predators, you're going to live, right? And if you live, what are you going to be able to do? Reproduce. Warning calls. Warning calls are made to protect the herd. If you warn things, so think about our warning systems for, like, we'll say a tornado. If you hear a warning system for a tornado, those tornado sirens are going off, what are you going to do? You are going to hide. Does that increase your chances of surviving?
Yeah.
Yes, it's right.
Isn't there also one calls that kind of like tell you to back up?
Like for animals?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I know for my cattle, if she takes her head down and starts snorting and pawing at me, I know that I better back away. Or else she's going to charge at me and I'm going to end up probably in the hospital. So yeah, animals do seem like wanting stuff protocols about humans. So more survivors are gonna be more what?
More babies.
More babies, more reproduction. And then herd and group behaviors are going to increase the detection of predators. So think about cattle. If you have one cow versus 6 cows in a group, what are the chances you're going to see a coyote coming towards your group? Are they higher with one or are they higher with 6 watching?
One. The one.
If you were in, so I've got a herd of 1 cow and a herd of 6 cow.
The one.
There is one coyote coming at both of these. Which group is going to be more likely to see the coyote coming? The group of 1 or the group of 6? The group of 6. So the herd increases the detection of predators. You have more animals kind of on the lookout and on the protection. We good? So those are 3 examples of survival behaviors. How many in your learning targets did I say that you need to be able to identify?
2.
2. Do you all feel like you could identify 2?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you could explain 2?
Yeah.
Whenever you all are good for me, that's right. We all good? Okay, still going. Good?
Can you go a little longer?
Yes. Are you all having a meeting of the minds? Good? Okay. Courtship behaviors. This is one of the things that I found very intriguing. So, a courtship behavior by definition is an action an animal performs to attract a mate. If you are attracting a mate, that ensures that you can reproduce, right?
Yeah.
If you have a mate, you're going to reproduce as an animal. Some examples are peacock tail feathers.
I love peacocks.
If you're a female peacock out there in the world, are you going to want to mate with a male that has boring, dull feathers or bright, pretty feathers? Bright, pretty feathers. Has anybody seen peacocks before? Like just kind of out bobbing? Do they always have their tail up?
No.
No. What do they normally? How do they normally have their tail?
Like,
It's like laid down flat. When they see a female, what do?
they raise it up.
Raise it up.
Raise it up. Yes, Emily.
My neighbor has an albino one with the strip of color down his back.
Just cool. I love peacocks.
They just have it kind of like the turkey.
What? You're kind of like a turkey. So speaking of turkey, Ryan, do you have something about peacocks? Okay, go. We'll come back to the turkeys. Here we go. What about your peacocks?
My cousins used to have a peacock. We still have a bunch of feathers from them. Okay, they had like 3 peacocks at one point, and they were super pretty. They had really big tails though.
Peacock's feathers are actually like really long.
They are. They're little. When you think about how big their tails are really big. What are some things that a male turkey does to attract a mate? What's a turkey do?
Do they do
The same thing.
They gobble, they fan out their feathers, and what else do turkeys do?
They like build a dam, no chickens.
They strut. Yeah, turkeys will strut. They strut, they kind of puff out their chest and look all, like, look at me, I'm a big turkey, and they just kind of strut and they gobble. What does that do? It establishes what?
Dominant.
It establishes dominance. It tells the other males, hey, these are my girls. These are my girls. Come mate with me. I'm this big turkey that can strut and I've got pretty feathers. Come mate with me.
Hey, my dog struts. No, she also she wiggles her butt when she rolls. It's so funny. And she gets mad whenever you mock her.
Okay, and then kind of like, I think it was Sam mentioned earlier, birds actually do dances. Birds actually have a mating ritual type thing where they fly around in all these different patterns and stuff. Michaela, what were you gonna say about your chickens?
Chickens do that too because when one of the roosters is like trying to like get with one of our chickens, like it like steps on its foot on like his foot on purpose and then like that's like I don't know how to explain it.
thought that like all peacocks were girls because they had the tail.
Because they were all pretty. I always thought that all female animals were pretty, when in reality,
Most of the males are pretty.
it's less male. So what are some other examples of courtship behaviors? You might know of any other examples? Emily? Huh? Sense? Like what animal uses scent? Deer. Oh, they do. What do female deer do?
I have no clue. Pee.
Wait, no.
They pee on things, yeah.
Don't deers have like scent glands near the bottom of their legs?
Uh-huh. It's like, anybody in here? Like what do you put on usually when you go out to hunt? You don't put cologne on. Or, what else can you use? Deer estrus. Deer estrus. You put essentially female deer pee on you, and the female deer pee is going to do what? It attracts the mate. It sounds gross, but the male deer love it. Tatum?
Goats do that too.
Oh, do goats?
Like boy goats pee on themselves.
Yeah.
Devin?
Deers like fucking their things together. Like where they fight together
Uh-huh.
for like
Male deer
territory
fighting to
dominance.
establish their dominance?
Yeah.
Leah?
Sometimes wolves will like sniff noses or they'll like hunt to impress their mate. And also they can actually locate each other through howling and other noises.
Michaela?
Cats purring.
Cats purring isn't really it's not really a courtship behavior. That's kind of like a, I like you, I'm comfortable with you. But cats do something. Anybody know what cats do? You know what cats do?
Pee.
They don't necessarily, it's not really pee, but they kind of, have you ever seen a female cat kind of wiggle their tail? They spray. They're spraying their scent on things. So that is a courtship behavior. Autumn? Yeah.
Oh, Miss speaking of goats, my what's her name? My cousin, she had a goat. She had two of them, and they jumped on my uncle's car.
Goats do that. Are we all good? Everybody good? Okay, so you all do have an activity. We are focused solely on Kentucky animals for this activity. This can be any Kentucky animal. If I say animal, does that mean insect? No, it has to be an animal.
It has to be a mammal.
Oh, mammal?
Fish.
You do fish.
So we can
So you are picking, you have the rest of the class to do this, 2 real Kentucky animals and combining them to create a new species. Any 2 Kentucky animals, you can use your Chromebooks to look up species and create a new species. Okay? You must describe at least 2 survival behaviors and 1 courtship behavior. In your daily learning targets, how many survival behaviors did you have to be able to list? 2. How many courtship behaviors? 1. You are going to then explain how each one increases reproductive success and draw the animal and label its behavioral adaptations. So you all have the rest of class to do this. You can use your Chromebooks. When you draw your creature, you can trace on your Chromebooks if you need to. Would you all like for me to play Quiet Christmas?
Yes, please.
Wonderful.
So like,
It's 2 animals, yep. So you can pick 2. They don't necessarily have to be the same species. So you don't have to pick a coyote and a dog. You can pick any species.
when I sketched your they're all the peacock just like they're.
Yeah, you can do a coyote and a deer.
Can I do a deer, an elk and a deer?
Are there elk in Kentucky?
Yeah.
They're elk in Kentucky. So any Kentucky species. Yes.
Coyotes are actually 10% wolf.
Any in Kentucky. So you can find a coyote. It's fair game.
I was walking.
So, does anybody have any questions as of right now? Yes, Lee.
Are we both allowed to do a coyote deer?
No, please do something a little bit different.
I just heard her favorite
Like, why don't
song.
you wonder why the geese have all jazz?
Can I do like a turtle and a fox or something?
Turtle and a fox? Yeah.
So a turtle and that.
Yeah.
Turtle? Okay.
Tonks.
It looks like a cat.
So, one thing that I will note, please make sure, I have given you your directions on the paper. Please make sure you read them and follow them. Okay? A chicken and a squirrel.
No, a chick.
Size.
Huh?
Size is really the whole one, but they're markings.
One's smaller than the other and has a different pattern. Okay, then I'm gonna do a chipmunk and a mouse.
I'm good.
I want to do a chipmunk. Let's do a raccoon and a pickup. We either, she allowed me to do like. I'll get to that. Because at least if I don't get to the question, you'll at least know what I was trying to do.
As long as, well, you'll have to get to the questions because that's what you're great at.
Or I was gonna do
Yeah.
Who said application?
Are there monkeys in Kentucky?
I said I had
I know. You said you're doing a schmuck. Are there monkeys in Kentucky?
Me, yeah. No.
Yeah, huh, there's the
Hey, there are some zoos.
Hey,
There are.
I've seen them.
No, zoos don't count.
Really? That's all I've seen.
Animals in the wild in Kentucky.
Like, most of my squirrel was gone, it looked like it was half dead. It
Oh,
was
I've-
walking, just crazy.
I've seen 3 red foxes and they were also.
I don't mind a little bit talking, but you all have about 10-ish minutes left of class. So I will give you all a little bit of time tomorrow to finish these, but lock in.
Hey, realistically,
I need Maggie Black, Tatum Roberts, Darcy Moran, Gracie Hickerson, and Jenna Beckett to come to the office. You're leaving.
Yes.
realistically, how do I make it here?
That's up to you to find out.
Realistically, when it's bone structure, hold up to be having fall in the front.
It is your creative.
I'll be creative when I figure this out.
It could be your creative. Take some. What is it? Creative work.
If I die at the end of the year, I'm blaming you.
You're blaming me.
I'm putting you in the know.
Okay.
Gave me a mental breakdown over animal science.
But you're not even in animal science.
At this point, it's science to me. You gave me a breakdown over bone structures.
It is still science. I don't give you.
And we're talking about animals, so.
So, I would prefer for you all to aim to get parts 1 and 2 done today. And then parts 3 and 4 we can finish up tomorrow.
Oh man, I just started on 4. Do we have octopus in this?
No. We do have shrimp though.
I wish we had octopuses. We have crawfish.
We have crawfish, crawdads.
I love the crawfish. I like to catch crawfish.
Snakes. No,
I
crawfish
don't-
or crawdads.
I love snakes. I just don't want to be around. What is this one? Water moccasins. Hate those things.
Copperheads.
They don't like me, and I don't like them. I love snakes. I love snakes, just not the ones I love. I love these. Keep that to yourself. I can't find anything. I don't know.
get parts 1 and 2 done though before you 3 and 4.
You're making me think too hard about this.
I'm making you think too long.
Shut up, Brianna. I don't like that you're bothering me.
It's okay.
Brian.
This is the difference between.
You know what? Okay. Do we make something up right here? He's further.
You're also 10% off.
Brianna, I think not social media.
Your animal insurance and that's one of the properties. So, except for the Kentucky. So, some of the violence that we have in Kentucky, there's like
Eastern Box.
Okay, I've officially decided what kind of deal I want to do for my hair. A very small tip is kind of protect privacy and think about small for that to 2 or 3.
Okay, you all have around about 4 minutes. I will tell you all when you all have 2 minutes left, and then you all can pack up. That's also digital. So once you work through this, we get to that. That is what I'm gonna grade you on specifically.
I wonder if that's actually a thing. Probably cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can just, so, make it easier for yourself, so force like K's. Like duck. Duck. So you can choose like, do you think it's gonna live in a forest? Like deer to five. Do you think it's gonna live in a mixture of like the forest?
You don't realize that's like a 90s cartoon, right?
What?
Is it actually? Cat dog. Oh, cat dog. Listen, I'm allergic to cats and dogs. Can I go ahead and do this? Well, then you'll get your cat dog as well.
It's just the aim, like your goal is to get to 50, 34, go for it.
I like make up the stuff too, right? Like the behavior and stuff.
Yeah, so like you would, some of the courtship behaviors that your, what'd you do? Did you say pit? Okay, so what behavior would your pit mouse have to help it survive? That's scary.
What noise does a duck make?
Quack. Quack.
Is that it?
I mean, like, some ducks will hiss. Like, I had geese in Kentucky. When I went to school, undergrad at Kentucky University, geese would chase me in the city.
You know when you made that noise?
Like, hiss it at you? But, like, geese are scary. I'm scared.
Oh, they do that to communicate.
Okay, you all have about 1 minute until the bell rings. Keep a hold of these. You all will do the other
Teachers and students, when the bell rings, please students stand and report to enhance room. Hayden Allen, Haley Hinton, Paxton Sayer, Connor Humphreys, Lucky Martinez, Kelsey Allen, Duke Bodie,
Natalie Burns, Jacob Edmond, Richard Frederick, Carla McCarty, Delaney Kanopka, Jordan Schutz, Cheyenne Ramey, Jasper Riley, Austin McRoberts, Noah Arisman, Paxton Wells, Parker Pergram, Dakota Fryman, Abigail Ruar, Kelly Cox, Alex Curran, Jacob Farrar, Jackson Kramer. These students need to report to Ms. Jefferson's room. Ben Hill, Kingston Bush, Parker Conley, Savannah Work, Leah Brown, Cody Rigdon, Hayden Fugit, Brandon Polley, Carol Polley, Jordan Beeland, Kathy Brooks, Kaylee Carpenter, Will Davenport, Cole Dowdy. Need to
Hey, I need you to hit
Ms. Jefferson's room. Also, Gabe Jury, please report to Ms. Jefferson's room. Thank you.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Is that so much fun? I actually love doing
I
that.
took them off.
This is like really. I finished the class.
Oh, you're off for your mini choice board?